Good morning. This is Thursday, July 18th. I'm Andy Neal with your Morning Check. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is scheduled to visit Victoria this afternoon. He'll be making a public transit announcement with Premier John Horgan, then attending a Liberal fundraiser at the Delta Ocean Point Resort this evening, where tickets go for as much as $300 a pop. A climate action group known as Extinction Rebellion Vancouver Island is planning to greet the PM at the fundraising event for a protest it's calling Trudeau versus the People. And more than 100 environmentalists staged a large protest outside the CBC Victoria studios at the CHEK Media Centre last night. The group carried signs and inflatable whales calling for CBC to hold a TV debate with all the federal party leaders on climate change. And they plan to make their presence known as Justin Trudeau makes the transportation announcement at 4:30.
A call like this is taken as serious as those firearms are real, and until we can prove that they're otherwise.
Well, a gun call resulted in a heavily armed police presence in Saanich. Police swarmed a residential street near Royal Oak Shopping Centre around 5:30 p.m. After receiving a call, people were discharging firearms in an empty lot on Viewmont Drive. Turns out it was kids playing with a pellet gun, but police weren't taking any chances. A Japanese official says the death toll from a fire at an animation studio is now 33, and nobody else is believed to be still missing. The official says 36 others have been injured, 10 of them critically, in the blaze at Kyoto Animation. The studio president says the company had received anonymous death threats. Hillside Road was shut down for some time late last night after a multi-vehicle crash near Hillside Mall in Victoria. The crash involving two cars and a truck happened around 10:30 on Hillside at Belmont Avenue. There's no word from police on what led to the crash or any injuries, but witnesses report one person was taken to hospital. A new report on Canada's rental market suggests a minimum wage worker could afford to rent in just a few neighborhoods in Canada. The Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives report says in Victoria, a person would need to make $28 an hour to afford a two-bedroom apartment and would have to work 90 hours a week. The report says a full-time minimum wage worker can afford a rent of one-bedroom apartment in only 9% of total neighborhoods surveyed. Netflix admits it missed the mark with its forecast about new membership numbers. The company announced it added 2.7 million new subscribers in its second quarter this year, but analysts predicted 5 million. Although profits dropped between the first and second quarters, revenue was up for the streaming service. Well, the Victoria Harbour Cats wrapped up their 7-game road trip with a come-from-behind marathon in Walla Walla with a run in the 19th inning for a 4-3 win last night. And Pacific FC continues to struggle, falling 2-1 to York 9 in Toronto last night. Down 1-0, Pacific's Alexander Gonzalez Moreno goes for a terrific run and feeds Taryn Campbell to tie it in the 66th minute, but York would score just less than a minute later for the eventual winner. Pacific hosts Halifax for what's being called the Coastal Clash against Wanderers FC Saturday. And Greater Victoria will once again be taken over by more than 1,300 hot rods and coveted classics. Northwest Deuce Days kicks off today, and the popular event is expected to draw thousands of people. It's the 8th edition of the event, with the big show on Sunday in the Inner Harbor. Well, a mix of sun and cloud on the south coast with a slight chance of showers, but rain more likely under cloudier conditions elsewhere on the island. And there are your Thursday highs. Well, we always love to know where you're watching from, and don't forget to like and share the CHEK Facebook page. Be sure to join Stacey Ross for all your island news tonight with CHEK News at 5. That's been your Morning Check. I'm Andy Neal.